Power Designer Business Process Modeling, Processes and Flows. In Power Designer's Business Process Modeling, two of the main artifacts we will use are the processes and the flows. Processes are the main component that tell us what the actions are that this process model is going to document, and the flows are the transitions between processes and other processes, or processes and other artifacts. For example, this process here, called Create Order, will manage the idea that an order creation step will occur. Double-click, and we can look at its properties. Like any object in Power Designer, the process will have a name and a code, as well as a comment. The comment serves as a short description, something that provides us with a basic understanding of the artifact in question. Processes also have an organizational unit. The organizational unit identifies the role responsible for performing this particular process or step in the flow. To further document our process, we have other artifacts such as notes. Notes provide a rich textual description. This description serves as the more detailed business definition of the artifact. In this case, we can use all kinds of fonts, bold, coloring, and we can edit this field directly using the RTF Edit control, or we can use the Edit with Microsoft Word. Now, flows act as the transition between different artifacts in the business process model. For example, here we have a flow from the process to a decision. Double-click the flow. We see the flow preview at the top of the dialog. We see the name and code. We also see a comment, just like every other artifact in Power Designer. The source identifies the starting point or the flow's from object. The destination shows the ending point or the flow's to object. The flow type indicates a marker, what kind of flow this is, and can have some semantic meaning depending on your interpretation. And the message format is a new artifact that could be added on the flow that describes a more specific type of format for a message along the flow. When dealing with flows, we can also specify a condition. This condition indicates whether there's a particular state or value that must be set a certain way for this flow to be the one taken. This is very useful if there are more than one flow out of a process or a decision. And the Data tab indicates any kind of data that is along this flow. This data can be linked to conceptual data models, business process models, physical data models for further definition. Now, this was a flow from a process to a decision. If we look carefully at our decision, let me zoom in, we have the alias identified on the two different flows out of the, is this a corporate order? Is this a corporate order? On this flow, the condition is set with the answer yes. On this flow, the condition is set with the answer no. And here we have an example of a flow between two processes. Process corporate order and check stock. Double-click the flow. We see the source and destination are both processes. There is one other kind of flow that we will have. There is one other kind of flow that we will have, and that is a flow to or from a resource. Resource flows have an additional piece of information we will track, and that is the access mode. The access mode, create, read, update, delete, indicate how that resource will be used. Is it something that is created at this point in time, something that is read from, something that is altered or changed, or something that is deleted, given the process that is accessing that resource and what it intends to do. The create, read, update, and delete information will be managed in a CRUD matrix, which we will see in further detail later on.